The Land of Roar, Chapter 27. "Now, don't panic," says Wyn, his voice echoing down to us. "But it looks like the ropes holding up the bridge might snap at any moment." I panic big time. Waves of fear run through my body, from my scalp to my toes. "I mean, I don't know for certain," he continues, "but they look a bit breaky." I force myself to breathe in slowly through my nose, then blow out through my mouth. Mum taught me to do this whenever I feel anxious, although I think she was imagining I'd use it in situations like losing my water bottle or forgetting my homework, rather than dangling over a ravine. Amazingly, Mum's breathing technique actually works, so I do it again and again until I'm able to look down at Rose and give her a reassuring smile. I don't get one back. "I've got an idea," Wyn shouts. He's so confident that a glimmer of hope creeps into me. "What is it?" "There's a chance I can use my magic to mend the bridge, but I'll need some extra energy to do it. I need you two to say, 'We believe in Wyn magic.'" "Really?" I look up. "We just have to say those words?" "Yep." Quickly I call out, "We believe in Wyn magic." "You too, Rose," says Wyn. "We believe in Wyn magic." Her voice sounds faint. Wyn pulls out his wand and I grip the ropes tighter, preparing for an explosion or a giant puff of smoke, but nothing happens. "Sorry," says Wyn, "I think the magic will only work if you say it together with enthusiasm." "We believe in Wyn magic," we both yell, making the bridge tremble and more dust fall on us. When the dust settles and the bridge is still again, I notice two things. We are still hanging over the ravine, and Wyn is chuckling. "Gotcha!" "What?" I shout. "What?" "It was a joke," he says, still laughing. "No way is my magic good enough to mend a bridge." "Right," I say, trying and failing to control my voice. "We've just wasted possibly the last minutes of our lives on Wyn's joke. Now what? How do we get off this bridge alive?" "Arthur," Rose calls, "you're always making stuff up. You've got a telescope. You think of something." "Are you ever going to stop going on about the telescope? Look, I'm not sure how much longer I can do this. I'm kind of counting on you, Arthur." I hear the fear in her voice and I understand what she's saying. Wyn is incapable of taking anything seriously and a bit incapable generally, and Rose is putting all her energy into holding on. This is all up to me. So I think. I think in a random way about weights and forces and pendulums until I come up with something that's fractionally better than nothing. "We need to climb up one at a time. If we go together, then the bridge will swing around and the ropes might snap. When Wyn gets to the top, there will be less weight and he can hold the bridge steady while I climb. Then we both hold it still for you, Rose." "Good plan," she says, and amazingly she isn't being sarcastic. "Go on, Wyn, but go slowly." "I have been training for this for years," he says, and then he starts to climb the broken bridge, muttering, "Creepy, creepy, slowly, slowly." The bridge wobbles and I hold my breath until Wyn shouts down, "I've done it, I'm off the bridge." "But you need to hurry up, Arthur. The ropes do not look good." His words fill me with adrenaline and I'm suddenly so pumped I reckon I could get off and up this bridge in seconds. But then I remember Rose. When I look down, I see that she has a look of grim determination on her face and she's trying to pull her feet up onto a plank, but she can't do it. The gaps between the planks are too big. She can't reach. Soon her arms are wobbling and her fingers are white from the pressure of holding on. How is she going to climb up the bridge if she can't pull herself up? I start to climb, only instead of going up, I go down. "Arthur, what are you doing?" yells Wyn. I don't reply. I keep my eyes focused on Rose and try to turn the rapids below us into a blur. Rose stares back up at me. If you're trying to be some sort of hero, Arthur, don't bother, because you're literally the least heroic person I know. But I know my sister. She hates admitting that she needs or wants any help. So I keep going until I'm close enough to reach out my hand. Take it, I say. After a moment's hesitation, she reaches up and grabs hold of it. Keeping my free arm wrapped around a plank, I pull as hard as I can. I can't help thinking of all the times Rose has beaten me in arm wrestles. Maybe she's been training me up for this moment. Just when it feels like my arm might snap, Rose lunges forward, gets her fingers round a higher plank and swings her feet onto the bottom rung of the bridge. For a moment the two of us cling to the bridge as it sways. My arm throbs and my chest heaves as I fight to get my breathing under control. "Hurry up!" yells Wynne, and then something red zooms past my head. "Let's go," says Rose, "together." "What, like a twin thing?" She shakes her head. "Nothing as dorky as that, just a brother and sister thing." With Rose below me, we start to climb, our hands and feet moving in time so that the bridge stays as still as possible. We don't talk, we just work together, and soon we're getting close to the top. "Guys, the rope is like a string. No, a thread," shouts Wynne. "Hurry up!" "Hold on to it," I yell. I'm trying, but it's slipping through my fingers." We feel the bridge drop slightly, and some rocks tumble past us. Then Wynne starts crying out, "Rope, burn! Rope, burn!" And Rose and I climb as fast as we can, getting closer and closer to Wynne's pain-stricken face. With a final burst of effort, I pull myself over the edge of the ravine, scramble next to Wynne, then reach down and grab Rose's arm. Wynne takes hold of her other arm and we start to heave. Before her feet are on solid land, the ropes snap. We pull Rose up just as the bridge crashes down into the river. Then the three of us stand in a trembling line, legs shaking, hearts hammering, and watch as planks smash on the rocks and ropes are sucked under the foaming water. Wynne throws his arms round our shoulders. "Did you see my magic? I magicked you up a rubber ring in case you didn't make it." "You mean that red thing that flew past us?" Rose shakes her head. "It could have killed us, Wynne." But still, Wynne's eyes go wide. A rubber ring. "Pretty amazing," I say. He sighs. "It was better than amazing, Arthur. It was imaginary." Rose catches my eye and grins. She must be in shock because that is the first joke we've shared in months. And then she does another thirst. She turns and looks at Wynne, and I mean properly looks at him, and says, "Thank you for trying to hold on to the bridge, Wynne." "Anything for the Masters of Roar," he says, squeezing us close. Then he lets go as we stare across the deep ravine. "That girl!" Rose shakes her head. "I thought she was cute. I wanted to help her." "That's the Lost Girls for you," says Wynne. "And now I guess we're going to have to keep following their deadly signs." "But they led us to the bridge," I say. Rose shrugs. "What choice do we have? We can't go back the way we came." She's right. There's no bridge now. We're trapped in this half of the tangled forest. "I wonder what the Lost Girls have got planned for us next," I say. "Something painful," says Wynne, "and very surprising." And that's when a twig snaps behind us. My arms are yanked behind my back and something rough is thrown over my head. Next, my hands are bound so tightly I cry out. The screams and shouts coming from each side tell me that Wynne and Rose are being tied up too. Everything goes quiet. Then Wynne says, "I, for one, found that very surprising." "Quiet," snaps a small, hard voice. "Stella wants a word with you. And if she doesn't like what you've got to say, you'll get smashed up, just like that bridge at the bottom of the ravine." She ends her speech by doing a mad, gurgling laugh, and the rest of our captors join in too. This demonic giggling, combined with the fact that it's coming from somewhere below my shoulders, tells me that we've finally found the lost girls. "Well," says Rose, as small fingers prod my back, forcing me to start walking. "This is what we wanted to happen." "I guess," I say, and then a foot kicks the back of my knees, sending me tumbling to the ground. "Nice one, Audrey," squeals a voice. "He fell in bird poo, loads of it." And then they start laughing all over again.